Good morning, clanmates. It's Space again with another week in review. Hopefully, I'm sticking to the, week part and not two or three. This is November the 17th. Let's get it on. So, overall clan rating has gone to 57. Last week it was 60. It was like 56 the other day. So, that's a nice bump there. We have a couple of new people. We got Lolly Convict. We have Swick that joined. There are a bunch of people that have left or removed, whatever you want to call it. The former clan commander Stamina before Sortek became commander. Now, these guys aren't leaving because, they've been kicked out or whatever. The clan is creating a sub-clan for sort of the more or less active players. So Stamina, Edward, these are guys that are going to this other sister clan, sub-clan, I don't know what it is they want to call it. And then there was a bunch of promotions. So Dirt got a promotion, Dirty got a promotion. That's actually a demotion. I won't mention that. That's more than likely because of inactivity. All right, win these things here. Oh, look at Zaw. Oh, this is amazing. A week where Zaw's not on this stupid list. Glowworm, Rolling Thunder, and the excellent number. Look at 69% Glowworm. Holy bejeebies, man. Okay, recent win 8s. Mr. Lord Sidious. I do think it's kind of funny. It's probably inappropriate for me to say what I think is funny, but needless to say, Lord Sidious is top on win 8 right now at 2604. Mule at 24. Northern Lion has been AFK, so we don't count him. Baby Darker has been on, and he's got 23. Dirty Deeds also 23. Edward just left the clan. Half Flight, the dude from Simp, 2200. Ober 21. Plausible Dread with 21. Mr. Diablo, I actually haven't seen him in a while. Strider, new guy or newish at this point. Captain Camo we see often with a very nice win 8. Funny Alex, Scorpio, Joe 150, and Tank Killer, and there's Zaw, and I'm not I don't know, I can't see that number. I have my eye is like blurry right here on this screen. I'm sorry, Zaw, I can't see what number it is. I mean, I would read the number if if it was an important number, a good number, I would read it, but I can't because it's blurred out or something. Anyways, Stronghold. I didn't actually check. I was gonna check, and I didn't check. So I have no idea if any of these buildings got upgraded. I don't really care. Who cares about buildings being upgraded right now? Okay, gold. For the period of this past week, we have. Well, let's do income. Does it switch? Yeah. Okay. So income is still good. We made only 1,700. The commander and like BC have been saying that they're working on bonds rather than sort of getting kills in and getting those missions done. We did have our weekly payout, so our weekly payout was about 8,000 gold in total. All these people, which is like a lot of people, played, and yeah, they all got gold. So we were at 32,400 last week, 34,135 this time around. Oh no, I forgot something. Whoops. I skipped past my what do you call that? Like that thing that you script. I skipped past the script. ELO of 964. We were 942 last week, so really nice bump up there. And okay, now we can go to this one. All right, so this is skirmishes. We had 32% win last week, about 32 this week, so that's about right. We had 8 battles. Last week we only had 4, so we're definitely trying to put in a bit more time. I think as the number of global battles go down, because like I said, we're holding more land rather than trying to get as many battles in as possible, it means that we have a little bit more time to run a skirmish. 39 active players. Last week we only had 32, so that's a good number to see going up. So who do we want to say right here? Dirty Deeds, currently online. That's what the green light means. 18 games at 55%. That's a pretty freaking sweet number. And I'm going to stop at that because once we get into those numbers. So the only person, of any significant interest in this screen is Dirty Deeds. Nicely done, buddy. All right. Advances, same thing. Let's see here. Overall win rate of 32 last week, 36 this week. We had 12 battles last week. Now we have 13. And active players in advances about the same. We had 51 last week. This time we have 52. And in this list, you guys really shouldn't make it this difficult for me. It's going to be Gamaris. 15 games, 53% win rate. Close is Cat and Strider. Let's just double check. Not like last week. I skipped over somebody, but no, I don't. Swick, 70%. 10 games. I think maybe that's a good number, don't get me wrong, but Gamaris at 15 games at 53%, that's a good number of games to have that kind of win rate in. Nicely done, Gamaris. All right, global map. Global map, we had an overall win rate of only 36 last week, so today or this past week up 45, so that's a very nice bump up. Average number of games about the same. We had 7 last week, 6 this week, and total number of active players has gone up, which is also nice. 51 last week. Right now it says 58. Like a second ago it was 59. So who do we want to say a shout out? Oh, look at easy right at the top of the list. This is what I like to see. Tree, 14 games, 57%. Zaw Commander, 14 games, 50%. Ober, 12 games, 50%. Boff, 10 games, 50%. Cat, 10 games, 50%. Only because I think Kursu's Axun is pretty cool and he knows how to put Mike in his place. Will I do a shout out to Kursu? 9 games, 55%. Wicked. All right. What else did we want to talk about? Oh, you know what? I didn't have this up and running. I don't know why I didn't have this open yet for you guys. Ops Center. So I think sort of the big thing here in Ops, still holding, with our win rates. Dirt's calling more games, which is nice. And I think when I look at this data, there's a couple things that I think are worthwhile pointing out. One is that almost all of these bars are now up over 20. That means that we, at least in the circumstances where we're picking one team, like one group of 15, we're picking a good group of 15, the right tanks at 15. Sure, there's a few people that would stay in the queue, but they still get recognized, they still get gold, and but it means that it's more likely we're going to win because we're taking the right specialized person in the right tank into the right battle. Wednesday is clearly our best day. I don't know exactly why. Wednesday we do have a decent number of people showing up on the 9 o'clock period, but we definitely win more on Wednesday. Saturday's Sunday, actually. Sorry, Sunday is like even, so that's next up, and then Saturday is a close third. And you can see our overall It's a little bit sporadic because sometimes we're missing data or sometimes there's sort of gaps type thing. But really what we want to see this number is be consistent and be consistent above 30. That would be the ideal scenario. So now we have to find an interview. Hey, and listen, in the last video in the comments section, I did ask you guys for suggestions who I should do an interview with, because that's honestly my biggest sort of struggling point is, who am I going to do an interview? And you know what, who I'm going to interview? I'm going to interview Dirt. I don't know if he's going to like being interviewed, but I think I'm going to so Dirt's got a decent amount of games. He's been calling more. He's had some very interesting strats. So let's go find Dirt and let's do an interview of Dirt. Hey Dirt, how are you?
Doing just fine. How about yourself?
I am always doing well. So another interview. I picked you. I think I know why I picked you. Like I did the video the other day, and I think it was because one of the games that we played, and you were calling. So I was trying to figure out, who I'm gonna ask, and then I remembered that game. So, what's your rank here in Fix?
Combat officer.
And what does a combat officer do exactly?
We come up with strats and call them during the battle.
See how I'm tying that in? See, you called that battle, and I'm gonna do that as a replay, and here that's what you are, and you call. So how you liking calling? Is it good?
It's bringing back a lot of old memories that I used to call. I've called a lot of games in my life. Started out in 21 CW, called 12-hour battles there. Then we moved into playing tanks, and I've called for probably about 7 or 8 clans along the way.
That's cool. And I will say that your strats tend to be very different. Almost, I wouldn't say unusual, but they're definitely different, which is helpful, right? Because sometimes you need to play something different, right? Again, when you're up against the same clan or where the clans learn the same technique type thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so the other thing that I tend to ask the people is kind of like where they want this clan to go, where do they want it, to be, let's say, 3 months, 6 months down the road, and what they're sort of bringing to the table to sort of get to that point. So where do you see Fix in 3 months or 6 months?
I see Fix in the next 3 to 6 months, 20 to 30 positions ahead of where we're at now. What am I bringing to the table to get us there? Different type of strats other than let's just club them all in the head with a bat. Let's make a fakie left to the fakie right, and then let's pull them all back together and push up through the center. That's what my strats are about.
Oh, that's cool. Dirty, don't say anything. Thanks. All right. Well, you're definitely doing that with the strats, and that's actually going to lead me right into the sort of segue after this interview. And when I wrap things up, I'm definitely going to be
User in your channel was banned from the server.
really. And I'm gonna highlight that one game that you called that turned out pretty wicked. So thanks for the interview. Thanks for the calls. And the strat sketches. Anything else you want to add to the interview?
Huh? Not a bit.
Not a bit.
Nope.
I want.
I think this clan's really picking up with the people that we picked up along the way, and it's gonna make a good family here.
Can I tell? I'll share something with you. You know what Jamie said to me after
Right on.
the whole. Yeah, I know. You better prepare yourself. I don't know if he told you this or not, or if you heard from other people, but he actually thinks that a lot of our success as far as the melding of all these new people was due to, in large part, by you. That you, he said, were the guy who sent out platoon invites to everybody. You talk to everybody. You like social, if you want to call it socialize, and that
I'm
you
going to tell
really.
you something right here, right now.
Hmm.
My grandfather brought me up to be a man that stands on his own 2 feet, and I have never, ever met a stranger. So me coming to this game and never meeting a stranger, everybody's got everybody is a friend until you give me a reason not to be your friend. So that's where I come from. That's my background.
And I think that shows. I think that shows in how you integrated into this clan, coming from DDS to Fix, and then when everybody came, when let's say all the new people came to Fix, yeah, that definitely showed. And I thought that was rather, because I think it's mostly your voice. You have this kind of crusty voice, and you obviously have a particular sense of, I don't know what
Humor.
sense of humor, decorum in you, and I think you and I are a lot alike in the sense that we don't like a lot of chit chatter. We like to focus on our game, and we like it when it's quieter. And sometimes you pipe up, and maybe some people might interpret your comments or your feelings incorrectly, but all of that is fairly minute in comparison to all the other stuff that you do to make people feel welcome. So that's very cool, though. I thought that was a very interesting thing that Jamie said.
Well, I have to thank him for that. I have to thank him for that one.
Cool.
I
All
was
right.
sent sick to his house.
That's not thanking him, Dirt. All right, man. Thanks for the the interview, and yeah, keep on with the strats and the calling.
Thank you very much, Space.
All right, that was gotta say thank you very much to Dirt for a great interview. So it's kind of funny because I record this section of the video before I actually do the interview. So I have no idea if it was a good interview. I'm just, assuming that it's a good interview. And seeing as we were interviewing Dirt, I hope we were interviewing Dirt, it makes sense that we do this review. So this is a fight against Goons that we had the other day on Ensk, as you can see, and it was damn close. So I thought that we did very, very well. Good focus fire. Yeah, so let's watch this.
I'm on my way.
You keep going.
IS-7s, let's roll.
I'm here.
Base, I'm just going to move up to the next ridge.
Mouses, move in.
I'll wait for you, Uber.
Space, let's put some pressure on these 907s up here. There's only 2 of them.
Hey,
Big
Goldenrod,
focus,
you need to go
57.
down the lane.
907 on
Well,
your
we
left.
found him.
Off. Watch him who's coming across.
Auto
Okay.
loader.
There's something on the track.
684s, 684s.
Back up there. Where now?
Mouse, where you at behind me?
I want to get behind these guys. 2684 to your left.
BC rushing this 907. I got him.
Push onto that base.
907. 907.
Got him distracted. Get on the base. E3's on the base.
2684.
Push E3s, go. Push, 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 push.
Turn
40,
turn
go
right.
around.
E3 is on the base.
Thank
Grab
you.
the
Go,
ramp.
go, 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 go.
Next one.
Hide the fucking 140.
Get on the
Push
base.
onto
Get
cap.
on the base. Get on the base.
Ride onto the base hard.
Going.
Take them out.
That E3 is tracked here.
Everybody else that's not that hasn't been on the base, get past. Get past.
Off the passes.
705 across the base.
Nice kill. Nice kill.
Stay on that base. Stay hidden.
Pat, you got the most points. Yeah.
Cat, get back. Get back, Cat. Get behind that car, Cat.
That was 2 seconds.
Stay.
That was
Stay
1
on it,
second.
pull it hard.
Ah,
Go.
You can hear everybody's disappointment at that.
Catch it.
God damn,
E3,
somebody-
you need to get San Fran. You need to get behind that car with the.
That was 2 seconds.
See you soon. Welcome back.
San Fran. Texas 7068. Never mind. Guys did a good job. Thank you very much.
Listen, you guys did a fucking amazing job. Okay, that
Got 'em
is
down to what?
amazing.
It's number
I'm
3
serious.
team.
Excellent
Really
job,
good
guys.
job, everyone.
That's a 3 team
That's
on
7
the
kills.
Those
server.
tanks dying so quick. We got 2 times. 3 seconds.
So I want to say too, like 3 times we got them down to like within 1, 2, 3 seconds of capping to win, and the focus fire as we got onto cap, like tanks were just being obliterated, and if not for just a slight RNGs, slight different maybe they pulled their team off of the one line pretty quick, and you see I got caught out there because I didn't realize that they were down there at J1 already. But otherwise, we were damn close to beating a really top team. And I did like also afterwards, the camaraderie, the everyone saying, GG and good job type of thing. We didn't win, but it was a very interesting call. We did very well. It was very close. Nobody, no blame, no fault, and almost won. Thanks very much, guys. Till next time.